get down and dirty. She ain't afraid to work. She leaves a few unbuttoned when she wears that flannel shirt. She's got a certain smile when she wants to play. You know she drives me crazy with her not-so-lady ways. Sunday dress that's a little too tight, skinny dipping in the broad daylight. That girl turns me on. She's just the right amount of wrong for me. Dash her trash, talking sexy, walking. She's so awesome, she's the perfect blend of nice and all the innocence with a touch of sin on her own. She's just the right amount of wrong. She gets a little flirty in the back view of a church, and when she's feeling frisky, she won't clean up dirty work. She's like a margarita with an extra shot, and when she starts to lose her cool, it's bound to get real hot. She throws me a curve with a body of hers, rocks my world with denim and pearls. She's got me stringing along. She gets the right amount of wrong for me. Dash her trash, talking sexy, walker. She's so awesome, she's the perfect blend of nice and all the innocence with a touch of sin on her own. She's just the right amount of wrong. She's not like any girl I've ever known. Her twisted and her thinking with a mind of her own. She's unpredictable, that girl's hard to read. She does things differently. She gets the right amount of wrong for me. Dash her trash, talking sexy, walking. She's so awesome, she's the perfect blend of nice and all the innocence with a touch of sin on her own. She's just the right amount of wrong. She's just the right amount of wrong for me. Dash her trash, talking sexy, walking. She's so awesome, she's the perfect blend of nice and all the innocence with a touch of sin on her own. She's just the right amount of wrong. She's just the right amount of wrong. That girl's the right amount of wrong. She's just the right amount of wrong.
Just the right amount of wrong for me. Dash her trash, talking sexy, walking. She's so awesome, she's the perfect blend of.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time. The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Are you ready? It's showtime. Please welcome Tim Kelly.
I remember the night when I caught your eye. Nothing but good fortune, nothing but good times. Seems lately that love has lost its shine. Used to make me feel like $1,000,000, and now you got me feeling like loose change. I ain't worth a thing to you. Loose change. You don't see my value. I'm gonna be somebody's lucky penny someday, instead of rolling around in your pocket like loose change. Right now I could be finally setting sail, see the 7 wonders, wondering why the hell I keep on setting myself up to fail. Stuck inside this game with you, flipping heads or tails. Lose change. I ain't worth a thing to you. Lose change. You don't see my value. careful where you're tossing me, 'cause I'll be rolling away like loose change. Loose change. Well, I ain't worth a thing to you. Loose change. You don't see my value like loose change. I ain't worth a thing to you. Loose change. You don't see my value. I'm gonna be somebody's lucky penny someday, instead of rolling around in your pocket like loose change. I'm falling out of your pocket like loose change.
Her name is Tracy Miller. That is called Loose Change. She's a great Canadian artist, and I have interviewed her in the past, and that's a brand new single. I absolutely love it. Andy Purcell with Right Amount of Wrong kicking off tonight's show. Welcome to Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. New Music Monday is live on the air right now from the live entertainment capital of the world in Branson, Missouri. And boy, do we have some good live entertainment lined up for tonight. In the bottom half of hour number one, I'll be interviewing Taylor Austin Dye. And in the bottom half of hour number two, I will have Amanda Keels, a great Canadian artist, with me tonight as well. So we've got a lot of new country's best to get on the radio tonight. And we want to give a big shout out and thank you to all of the radio stations that replay this program. And we want to thank them and all of you for listening. You can find us on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, anywhere you listen to podcasts. Either search KICR Indie Country Radio or Today's Country with Tim Kelly. This next artist is brand new on the program, brand new single from James Downham. This is called Wine and Whiskey on KICR Indie Country Radio, playing new country's best on New Music Monday.
When I get knocked down by a hard day, and it's easy to give up, I can turn to a safe place where I feel like I'm enough. Don't need no shot of 100 proof, as long as I got you. You're my wine and whiskey. I love the way it hits me. You can wash away any kind of pain. You're my remedy. Oh, the way you kiss me, it goes down so easy, like a glass of red or Kentucky's best. You're the only buzz I need. You're my wine and whiskey. Oh. Every time I nearly fell apart, you pulled me back together. Now I only get drunk on your love, 'cause it's stronger than the liquor. You're my wine and whiskey. I love the way it hits me. You can wash away any kind of pain. You're my remedy. You're the way you kiss me.
today's newest country music, Indie Country Radio, with Tim Kelly.
He can't see. Girl, you got a good head on your shoulders. You know pushover. But his blue eyes are turning up the sweet talk in this bar. And you're buzzing on his charm. You've been talking for a couple of days. You're dancing now in this neon haze. I know you and you seem a little carried away. Smart girl, you know he ain't right, girl. He's a pickup line, stupid fine. You know the kind, don't let him inside your heart, girl. He's just a dumb boy, girl. He's spinning you round and around. You ain't you right now, oh, smart girl. You can see this is just a temporary lack in judgment. 'Cause you're hard crushing. He keeps filling up your Cabernet. He's playing you like a poker game. He's no king of hearts, just walk away. Smart girl, you know who you are, girl. He's a pickup line, stupid fine. You know the kind, don't let him inside your heart, girl. Don't bet the farm, girl. He's spinning you round and around. You ain't you right now. You know better than to fall for the smile buying your drinks or all his cowboy poetry. He's spouting out lines like a redneck Romeo. And you know better than the southern drawl he keeps playing up. Girl, your brain knows he's not the one. It's Saturday night and you're just having fun. Oh, smart girl, you know who you are, girl. He's a pickup line, stupid fine. You know the kind, don't let him inside your heart, girl. Don't bet the farm, girl. He's spinning you round and around. You ain't you right now, oh, smart girl. You're a smart girl.
Her name is Nicole Witt. That is called Smart Girl. And how about the smart guy that played that on the radio tonight? New Country's Best, ladies and gentlemen, lives right here on KICR Indie Country Radio. This next gentleman had the privilege of opening for the one, the only Tim McGraw last summer on his 2022 tour. He's our good friend Brandon Davis. This is called See You In It on today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, playing New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Do you remember that time we were sitting there beneath the porch light on a late night? You were just smiling back at me. The world took the back seat. I was hanging on your every word. Or that night we caught the late show. Your daddy didn't know we were flying down a back road. His F-150 was where I stole your heart in the Georgia dirt. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this two-bed, one-bath home. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Thinking back now, I can still see sea. Summer sundress, your hair in a mess. We were everybody's dream, always be 18. Thought we had forever found. I can see you in this town, and you think I'd burn it down. But every red light street sign leads me back in town to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath hall. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. Tried leaving, but every time I try to cross that county line, I find leaving here means leaving you behind. I can see you in this town, and you think I burn it down, but every red light street sign leads me back in time to a place where I'm loving you. And I can see memories as I walk down this 2-bed, 1-bath hall. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. Ain't a corner in this town your love ain't living. I know you're gone, but I see you in it. I see you in it.
KICR Indie Country Radio.
I've been the one standing with the gas and the match, watching bridges burn as I snuff out my path. People I love seem to just walk away. No reason given to just give up on me. But that's okay, I'll still find a way to burn it all down, make something new. So much to gain, yet nothing to lose. Burn it all down, just save a few. Comes to your dreams, you gotta do what's right. And though they say that I've changed, I'm not the same. It'll all make sense when they all know my name. That's okay, I'll still find a way to burn it all down, make something to gain, yet nothing to lose. Burn it all down, just save a few. Only the ones that carried me through. Sometimes you just have to walk away when there's too much pain to stay. So burn it all down. It seems there's just too much to take, and you ain't got no time to waste. Burn it all down, make something new. So much to gain, yet nothing to lose. Burn it all down, just save a few. Only the ones that carried me through. Sometimes you just have to walk away when there's too much pain to stay. So burn it all down.
Brand new single from Roger Richards. Roger Richards' music is where you can find him, and that one is called Burn It All Down. It is burning up the airwaves right now on KICR Indie Country Radio's New Music Monday. As well as this next artist, she is Jenna Paulette from the great state of Texas. This is called Slow Drawl on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Monday.
Blue jeans and a pearl snap, and shirts are taking off their ball cap. Drink beer instead of champagne. Free time means fishing on the lake. Good dog in an old truck. Football was their first love. Little word trying to settle them down, but there's something about them boys with a little twang saying hey. Two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby. Singing along to some country gold. Shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, ma'am. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl. You can't get enough of them boys with a little twang saying hey. Two-finger wave down a two-lane, baby. Singing along to some country gold. Shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, ma'am. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl. Yes, you do. You fall fast for him. Good dog and an old truck. Football was their first love. Little word trying to settle them down, but there's something about them boys with a little twang saying hey. Two-finger wave down a two-line, baby. Singing along to some country gold. Shooting the bull over something cool. Sounds more than a little like his old man. There's something sexy about the way he says yes, ma'am. Even sweeter when you hear him sweet talk. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl. You fall fast for a boy with the slow drawl.
New country sounds like this.
I'd rather drink a hot beer, build a fire in the pouring rain, burn all of my fishing gear, then set sail in a hurricane.
And this.
I don't wanna be a good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar.
And this.
99 Halo.
listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
There's no way I could ever leave her. I'm addicted to her love. Can't break the ties. A victim of my own need, and too far to ever be free. Everything she does, I somehow justify. I'm April's fool. I play by her rules. She treats me any old way she wants to. Just as sure as clouds bring showers and springtime brings Mayflowers and a mountain breeze blows cool, I'm April's fool. I've tried to live without her, like a frightened runaway child. I always return to the game she loves to play, where she always gets her way. Although it hurts, I never seem to learn. I'm April's fool. I play by her rules. She treats me any old way she wants to. Sure as clouds bring showers and springtime brings Mayflowers and a mountain breeze blows cool, I'm April's fool. Just as sure as clouds bring showers and springtime brings Mayflowers, mountain breeze blows cool, I'm April's fool. April's fool.
Well, April Fool's was about 3 weeks ago. April's Fool just happened right there on the radio. His name is Beau Hazard, and that is his brand new single called April's Fool. Fantastic song, and we will have a fantastic interview coming up as well. Well, I interviewed this next artist. She's a great Canadian country artist, and a video started it all. You can check out it on our TV channel, ICTV Indie Country TV, powered by Strim. The video is to the title of a song called These Roots. The artist is Amanda Hagel. She's live on the radio right now on Today's Country. From KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
These roots, to set out on a journey, these boots, walk 1,000 miles the first time I like a compass, this part of me I can't explain, but inside it guides on these roots. The place where I was blessed to be born and raised in. The winds of change have come, but the one thing that remains is all of this love and these roots. This life, searching for a purpose, it's like what makes me feel alive, and in time I'll find a place where I was blessed to be born and raised in. The winds of change have come, but the one thing that remains is all of this love and these roots. Yeah, 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 no matter where this road in life might take me, these roots they run deep, so the winds they can shake me. The place where I was blessed to be born and raised in. The winds of change have come, but the one thing that remains is all of this love. Remembering the lives of the ones that came before me. For everything they left, there is faith and family, and all of this love. All of this love. All of this love. And these roots.
Number one for today's country. New music discovery. Now.
Dusty tractor trails, mud under fingernails. I got blue on my collar, turning crops into dollars all my life. Grease-stained overalls, working hard is what it's called. Let's roll up my sleeves in a cornfield of dreams, way of life. I'm country as dirt, sun's up, kicking dust, time to lay it down. My own boots and my roots in the small town. That's who I am, just a man living off the earth. I'm country as dirt, yeah, country as dirt. All labor of the land I love, it shows me what I'm made of. A pick and a plow, sweat on my brow, way of life. Got my Bible on the nightstand, I'm just part of a bigger plan. I'll be planting seeds for my family tree the rest of my life. I'm country as dirt, sun's up, kicking dust, time to lay it down. My old boots and my roots in the small town. Every acre of land is my church. I'm country as dirt, working so got me spoiled in the simple life. All that matters is my land, my kids and wife. It's who I am, just a man living off the earth. Yeah, country as dirt. Hey, every cotton picking minute is time worth living. My boots stay grounded in the soil I'm digging. It's where I came from and where someday I'll return. Yeah.
sun's up, kicking dust, time to lay it down. My old boots and my roots in a small town. Every acre of land is my church. I'm country's dirt, working so got me spoiled in the simple life. All that matters is my land, my kids and wives. It's who I am, just a man living off the earth. Yeah, I'm country's dirt, got it made, making hay while the sun shines. Count my blessings every night, it's a good life. I'm just a man living off the earth. Yeah, I'm country's dirt. Y'all are country's dirt. I'm country's dirt. Hey, I'm country's dirt.
That is a brand new single called Country as Dirt. The artist is Ron Hemby, and that was sent to me by the team that writes for the group Brooks and Dunn. Perhaps you've heard of them. Good stuff on the radio tonight. Country as Dirt, Ron Hemby. I absolutely love it. We'll have Taylor Austin Dye coming up live on a great radio interview after this next song from my good friend Derek Brantley. This is called Friends of Mine. We'll send it out to all the friends of mine on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Lonely has always been a friend of mine. It's always there when no one seems to care. It's always here to lend an ear when I need to clear my mind. It's the one I've always turned to when I've come home late at night. Yeah, lonely has always been a friend of mine. The bottle has always been a friend of mine. It's always here beside me if I've ever crossed the line. It's always here to pick me up anytime you've crossed my mind. It's the one I've always clung to when the storm clouds won't subside. Yeah, the bottle has always been a friend of mine. Well, it's a bond that's held together by the memories and pain, strong like the winds of a hurricane or a levee that never breaks. And it's as endless as a midnight sky when the stars outshine the night. And in the end I know that I can count on those friends of mine. By the memories and pain, strong like the winds of a hurricane or a levee that never breaks. And it's as endless as a midnight sky when the stars outshine the nights. And in the end I know that I can count on those friends of mine.
Friends of Mine. We'll send that out to everybody listening to the show in Radio Land, all the friends of mine, and we call them family here as well in our live interactive chat room, and lots of folks joining in tonight. We've got Taylor Austin Dye on the radio live with us tonight. How are you, my friend?
I'm so good. How about y'all?
Doing fantastic, and thanks for doing the program. I sure appreciate your time tonight.
Well, thank you for having me.
Absolutely. A little bit of confusion getting this call connected, but we got it, and we're sure glad to have you on. And I just found you on TikTok about 2 years ago. We were talking about it's been, man, time flies when you listen to great music like I do.
Crazy. And, it's hard to believe.
I think you almost went viral with Good Time Girl. That was a hit song for you, your first one, I think, out of the gate, and you've been on a roll ever since.
I sure have. It's been uphill from there, thank goodness.
Yeah, absolutely. And I seen on your website, and we'll talk about all your social media here in a little bit, that you got a lot of good show dates coming up.
Man, I'm staying busy.
Yes, you are. And lots of stuff going on your social media pages, too. And I'm trying to tag you in all of that, and I appreciate you doing the same for us tonight. You said you were going to try to share everything that we've got going on with the interview tonight, and I sure appreciate that as well.
Oh, yeah.
So tell us this journey in country music for you and how it began.
Gosh, I have been playing music for over 20 years.
Wow.
And I know I'm not that old, so that just goes to tell you, I have been professionally playing music since I was 5 years old.
Is that right?
I actually started getting paid, doing shows every weekend at 5 years old. I was on a variety show in Eastern Kentucky at a venue called Renfro Valley, and they would always have a show I think it was Friday or Saturday night, and I would be on the barn dance is what it was called, and it was, different artists and, comedians and dancers, and I would get up and do a little segment where I would sing and clog and play the fiddle.
Wow.
All at one time, and that was kind of my little bit, so I started doing that, like I said, at the ripe age of probably 5 years old, and that was at a venue with about a capacity of, I think, 1,500. So I've been on stage ever since, just picking, and I've learned, different instruments since then. And it's just always been something I've been super passionate about.
Here I am at 5 years old talking into an empty coffee can, wanting to be on the radio. That was my reverb, like my microphone.
Oh, I love it. That's cute.
So here we are. But tell me now, it didn't have a bio on your website, and that's the first thing I kind of look for is to kind of get the backstory of you. But where did you grow up, and where were you born and raised?
I'm just so mysterious,
Yes.
No, I was born and raised in Eastern Kentucky in a town called Boonville, and population 111. 110 now, I guess, since I'm gone. And I grew up on a backer farm in a holler, and truly just, it was country living out there. And I had a very small class. We all went to school together. There was only one school in the whole county, and we all came up K through 12 together. And it's what you hear about a small town. We just recently got a stoplight, our first stoplight, and our nearest Walmart, it was an hour away. So.
Wow.
Very, very rural out there.
and you got to drive that far to do self-checkout. Can you believe that?
Man, don't it make you so mad?
Isn't that terrible?
Come all this way and I got to work.
I know, right? Oh, man, that's a great story. And are you only child, or do you have brothers and sisters?
I am. I'm an only child.
Only child, okay.
Yeah, I guess I wore my parents out at an early age.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I usually ask, if you have any brothers and sisters, if they're musically inclined like you, but obviously you don't have those, but you've been doing it for a long time, and I would have never thought, and a lot of people, when I tell them about this radio program, I've been doing this for 10 years myself, and my love for radio started way back in the 80s, so I was listening to Rick Dees and Casey Kasem and all that 80s stuff, but... I ended up marrying a gal from Oklahoma, down in Ada, Oklahoma, where Blake Shelton's from, and everybody's listening to country music there, of course, in Oklahoma and Texas. And so that 90s country is what got me to want to do country radio.
Oh, well, yeah, and this probably wasn't anywhere in my bio either, but when I graduated college, I worked in radio for a year and a half.
Is that
I
right?
actually had my own drive time show, and I also did our graphic design and our sales too. So
Wow.
I kind of had a little, I was jack of all trades at our little station there in Central Kentucky.
That's awesome. Now, have you moved on and moved to Nashville, or are you still living in Kentucky?
Yeah, so I've been in Nashville a little over 5 years now, and
okay.
I came down in 2018, full-time 2018. I've been playing a few gigs here and there, trying to make the move, and then finally I just decided at the beginning of 2018 I was going to take the plunge, and I started playing on Broadway, how everybody does, cutting your teeth down there and playing those 4-hour sets for tourists, 7 days a week.
Yeah.
And I was fortunate. I was able to do that and pay my bills. So
awesome.
I never had to have a real job, as a lot of people like to tell me I don't have a real job, but I never had to have a real job, and I'm so fortunate for that.
Well, there's nothing better than getting paid for what you love to do, and I've said it many times, if you can have a 10-year run in this country music business and walk away from it like Garth Brooks did, and do quite well, and then he takes like a bunch of time off and comes back and wins CMA Entertainer of the Year, so if you got anything like that going on with you, you're going to do fine.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely. And I told you off the air that I really think that you could possibly be the next Lainey Wilson, and we were playing her on this program, Things a Man Ought to Know, the song that I think really took off for her, and look at her go now. She's on Yellowstone and got a commercial out there that Dodge Ram is loving for Heart Like a Truck.
Yes, she's incredible, man. I really appreciate that. I take that as a huge compliment.
Absolutely. I've got a heart like a 97 Toyota Camry.
Well, at least it's still running.
And the check engine light is on. And
Heard that.
I check on it every once in a while. My doctor says I better. You've got a great brand new song and a great video to this, and I don't know if you know, but I also have a TV channel. About 4 years ago, I got to thinking, I play a lot of great country music, but there's so many great videos out there that I want to do something like CMT's doing, but for the indie artists. So I started ICTV, which is Indie Country Television. So we got your video, Rest in Peace, playing in rotation over there 24/7, and man, that's a killer good video.
Yeah, we had so much fun shooting that video the day. It was so cold, and you can't really tell, but we just had a ball. And then, most of those people, actually all the people in the video, are just some friends that I asked to come out and be part of it. We had a very low budget.
Yeah.
And I think it turned out so good. I'm so proud of that. That's my favorite video I've ever done.
That's awesome. I'm friends with a buddy down in Gilmer, Texas, Darren Morris from the Darren Morris Band. We've been friends for years. He had a great video to a song he wrote called Dancing in the Rain, and he spent $250 on that video, and we hung out together at the Nashville Universe Awards. This is back in 2016. We both won awards that night. Stormy Warren from SiriusXM The Highway handed them to us, and he got Video of the Year for that video from the Nashville Universe Awards, and he spent $250. So don't ever count yourself out. You can do great things with a low budget, and that video is really, really good. I wouldn't have guessed that you had a low budget for that thing.
Oh, for sure. So. Trust me, we didn't have much more than that. So that just goes to show you it ain't all about the money.
Yep. Well, it is a super well done video and song. Now, tell us about the song, and we're going to play it on the radio tonight. Did you write this one, or how did it come about?
I did. I was writing with some of my favorite writers in town, Nicole Croteau and Chris Utley. And we had written a bunch together. We actually wrote Damage Control, which you'll see on my song list as well. Uh-huh. And so we call ourselves Damage Inc., which is kind of our little club name, I guess you'd call it.
I love it.
We walked in that day, and we didn't really have any kind of idea what we were trying to write. And, that happens a lot. And our track guy, Utley, he was just picking around, and he started playing this, kind of dark and mysterious and just, moody kind of lick, and me and Nicole were digging on it, and we're like, keep going with that, let's see what we can pull out of this. And Nicole, I think, eventually said, well, it reminds me of a murder mystery, and I said, well, let's write a murder song. And that's just kind of how it fell out. We created the whole story around this fake character, J. Michael Adams, and once we just started out with his obituary, we just kind of built that story around that. And it's so cool. I don't know. It was just something magic in the room that day. I can't really explain it, but it's my song baby for sure. It's my new favorite.
That is awesome. I tell you what, isn't it? We talk about songwriting all the time on this program and how that magic is made. That song I'm looking at is 3 minutes and 18 seconds long, but so well done. And the stories that it tells, and that's why I love doing the radio interviews, as I was telling you off the air, is to hear the stories behind them. Just fantastic, and how that all comes together. Isn't that process of writing and producing music really a cool deal?
It's incredible.
Yeah, it sure is. And it's the story of your life in a lot of situations, and that's what you get to put your heart out there and everything, and your soul, and that's why you do what you do, and we love that. Now, I want to talk about one thing real quick that I did see on your social media that I think is really cool. Your last name is Dye, D-Y-E, Taylor Austin Dye, and you call your followers and groupies your ride or dies. I love that.
Yes, it was so funny. I actually gave them the option to vote on it because they had narrowed it down to two, and it was between Ride or Dies and the Diehards, and they voted for Ride or Die, so that's what it's been ever since.
I love that. That is really neat. So we're going to help the Ride or Dies with getting them one of their favorite people out there in you some airplay this week on a lot of radio stations and a lot of different formats. So your songs are fantastic. And well, I'm excited to play one, so let's do it right now. Let's play Rest in Peace, the latest single from Taylor Austin Dye on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country Fast.
35, Kentucky born, and he survived by his wife and his 3 boys. Good Lord. Plain wooden casket, peace lilies in a wicker basket, dry eyes is no surprise. He was living on borrowed time. Who did it? Who done did it? Somebody took one for the team. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder blocked on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me. Who did it? Who done did it? Take it to the grave, baby, rest in peace. His mama's still crying, and the preacher keeps on lying. No, he was not a man of God, 'cause he'd been called too many times. He was a thief and a cheater, a natural born deceiver. But the moment that he beat her, his ass was mine. She called me up at 3:15. Big sister, he hit me. Enough is enough, said give me 15. His blood's thicker than whiskey. I waited long enough till he was blackout drunk. Cinder blocked on the pedal, threw him in his truck. Ashes to ashes and dust to dust. Who did it? Who done did it? Never gonna find out it was me.
That is the brand new single from Taylor Austin Dye. It is called Rest in Peace. And again, you can check out the video to it playing 24/7 on our TV channel, ICTV, Indie Country TV. Well, I'll tell you what, man, that's a fantastic song. Anything in the works to back that one up right now?
You know what? We are putting out EP here very soon, and then the plan is to have an album right at the end of the year.
Is that right? Wow, that's going to be fantastic. I'm already sold on that deal. I will purchase that one. Yeah, that is great. How many songs on the album?
Undecided.
Okay.
I have a ton of stuff I'm dying to get out, so I would say at least 12, but not sure on the. We haven't finalized all the songs yet, so that's always a big process.
Yeah, going to be self-titled, or do you have a name picked out?
We don't have a name yet either.
Okay. You know, and I've talked about that on many of these interviews. An artist told me one time, he said, it's like picking your kids, you know. You don't know which one you love the most, you know, when you got to put songs together on an album.
So
and
hard. And then picking what order you're going to put them in. And it's a whole piece of art, you know. You have to look at it. And that's why it's so hard to talk about it until it's, you know, really set in stone, because you know, I mean, I'm sure I'll be up to the last few days, you know, swapping songs and this, that, and the other. So,
yeah. Absolutely. Well, I was looking earlier at some of the shows that you've got coming up, and let me scroll down here. I can't remember. One of them was in Missouri, but I don't remember the town. Hanover. Is that Hanover, Missouri? That might be Maryland.
Oh, Maryland, yeah.
That's Maryland, duh. Can't see it. Okay. I think you had a Missouri date in there, though, somewhere. But I was asking you if you'd ever been to Branson, and you said you hadn't been to Branson yet. So we're going to see if we can help you with that and get you maybe some dates here in Branson, Missouri. I'm working with a theater called the Branson Star Theater right behind the Olive Garden on the 76th Strip, and they are fantastic people, and they're open to playing some of the indie artists in shows here. And I don't know if you know much about Branson, but they call it the live show capital of the world. We have more theater seats in Branson than there are in Broadway in New York City.
I have heard great things about it. I have just never had the chance to get up there. But I will tell you that I'm playing right near St. Louis this weekend. I don't know how many St. Louis listeners we might have, but I'm playing in Belleville, Illinois. It's just right outside of St. Louis on the 29th at the Copper Fire.
I got a young lady, actually, I play on the radio, and I'm friends with her mom and dad. Her name is Molly Levitt, and she is from St. Louis. So
of course I know Molly. Yeah.
Do? Okay, awesome.
We played a show together last year called Freedom Jam.
There you go.
In O'Fallon, yep.
So that is awesome, and isn't it a small world in the indie country world?
It sure is. We all know each other.
I know, right? And I find her on TikTok all the time too. She is tearing it up over there. I got to get more visually on that myself. I've got one. You can follow me at Tim Kelly on air. And speaking of TikTok, gosh, I can't remember the last time I looked at how many followers you have, but you got a bunch of them. Do you know about how many?
Well, I actually do, because I'll tell you, I just hit a milestone today that I just shared on my Instagram story. I hit 600,000 followers just now today.
Congratulations. That is amazing.
Well, that was super fun.
Yeah, 600,000 followers on TikTok, and you're definitely getting the music out there. You know, and what intrigues me about that little app is in 15 or 30 seconds of those little snippets that you guys do, it makes me want to hear more. So I go over to YouTube and I hear the full song, and I'm like, whoa, okay, this is good. I want this on the radio, and there you go. And then I reach out to you guys just like I did with you, and end up interviewing you on the radio. And I've done that for several folks on that cool little app, TikTok.
It's crazy how it connects us all. It really is.
Yep.
I mean, I'll have people that come out to my show that, you know, I had people come out to my show last week from Australia and New Zealand, and they knew me from TikTok. So it's just a true testament of how it really is keeping us all connected.
Yeah, and you'll see that in Branson, too, if you do come here, because it's a little town of population of 10,000 people, but they set a record right before the pandemic in 2019 that 8.5 million people, tourist-wise, came through this little town of 10,000.
Oh,
So,
my goodness.
they come from all over the world because one big draw is country music. I think it's the number 2 town to Nashville. A lot of artists back in the day had theaters here. Glenn Campbell had a theater here. Of course, Mickey Gilley, he just passed away, but his theater's still performing shows in Branson, and lots of artists have had theaters here. The Osmonds back in the day, Donnie and Marie, when they were together, they were playing here in Branson a lot. So there's a lot of great history for country music here in this town, and I just think you would do quite well here, and you would love it.
I would, I'm sure. I can't wait.
Yeah, Ozarks in the fall is beautiful too. These Ozark Mountains, and there's just a ton of stuff to do and look at. You and the lakes around here. Oh man, it's good stuff. So speaking of lakes, you got another song called "Water Me Down." Tell me about this one.
I do. I had this idea for this song for a long time, and I just, I thought about it when I was drinking whiskey, obviously, actually bourbon. But I was like, don't put no ice in it, that'll water it down. And then I was like, oh, that could be a song. So I wrote it down. And this was when I was still living at home in Kentucky. And when I moved to Nashville, I was going through some old notebooks, and I saw this idea, and I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. I'd like to revisit that. So I wrote the first verse and the chorus, and then I just kind of got stumped on it for a while. I just let it sit there. I kind of forgot about it. And then I once again found it, pulled it out, and I posted it on TikTok, and people went crazy over it. They're like, you got to release this. And I was like, oh my goodness, I have only written the first verse and the first chorus, so let me finish it real quick. So I called one of my songwriter friends, Kelly Johnson, and I told her, I was like, hey, I'm really just kind of stagnant on this. Like, what do you think? Give me some ideas. And so she came over to my place, and we wrote the whole song, the rest of it, in 45 minutes.
Wow.
So, yeah, and she's another really, really cool, like, strong, confident, independent woman, and I'm all about that, especially in this industry, supporting other women.
Yep.
And I knew that she would be the person to ask to write this about, because the premise behind the song is, if I'm too much, that's not my problem, that's yours, kind of thing. Like, I'm strong and you can't water me down, and that's the whole idea behind the song. So yeah, we came together, we finished it out, and then that was another kind of big TikTok moment for me, and a lot of people use the sound, and I love seeing everybody's videos. They're just so confident and so happy and so sassy, and I love seeing that.
Yeah, absolutely. I love that too. Hey, and speaking of ladies in country music, there was another one I was going to shoot a name out there and see if you know her. I've interviewed her a couple of times, and she just got the chance to perform for the first time on March the 4th at the Grand Ole Opry. She's my good friend Mae Estes from Hope, Arkansas. Are you acquainted with her?
I was just at the Opry with Mae on Monday morning.
No kidding.
Me and her and Haley Mae Campbell and Kaylin Robertson and Tris McIntosh, we're all kind of friends, and then we know each other through 615 House, which is another TikTok creator app, or creator account. And so we all went and did a bunch of 90s women country stuff. I can't really talk too much about it. At backstage at the Opry, and then we're getting ready to do a show together in May, so we did some promo for it as well at Blake Shelton's bar.
That's wild.
So yeah, of course, me and May, we're friends for sure.
And we did our last interview last May on May the 19th. I'll never forget it, because that was our second one, and she did me a couple of radio liners and everything. Which, by the way, if you'd like to do a couple, I'd love to play them on the radio. That would be awesome. But
of course,
yeah, I appreciate that, man. That is some good stuff right there, and I've been a fan of yours for 2 years as we got to talking tonight, so that's going to just continue after this interview, because I really love doing these. It gives you just a different perspective of the artist, and you seem really down to earth and just as nice as can be as a person, and we wish you all the success in the world, and I thank you for your time tonight.
Well, I sure do appreciate it, and thank you again for having me on. Y'all feel free to check me out. I'm Taylor Austin Dye across platforms, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, all those good places. And if you want to see my shows, TaylorAustinDye.com. I may be coming to a city near you.
There you go. Save me a question. I was going to ask you about all that, but you got it covered, girl, and we appreciate it. So this next song is called Water Me Down.
There's
Taylor Austin Dye on KICR Indie Country Radio. New country.
You could never handle your whiskey, and you could never handle me. And I know you can't forget how good we look dressed up in black, and how your night gets better after both So don't ask me no questions, honey, if you don't want the truth. 'Cause baby, I'm that full strength, I don't want your A proof. Yeah, I'm hard to live with, but harder to live without. So don't put ice in my whiskey, 'cause you can't water me down. Now that label sure is pretty, but I'm a heavy pour. And if you ain't real careful, boy, you'll end up on the floor. And I know you think that hangover won't hang on very long, but that pounding in your chest will be there long after I'm gone. So don't ask me no questions, honey, if you don't want the truth. 'Cause baby, I'm that full strength, no, I don't want your 80 proof. Yeah, I'm hard to live with, but harder to live without. So don't put ice in my whiskey, 'cause you can't water me down. You can try to chase me, but you won't ever catch up. And you can buy a cheap replacement, but it won't ever be enough. So don't ask me no questions, honey, if you don't want the truth. 'Cause baby, I'm that full strength, no, I don't want your 100 proof. Yeah, I'm hard to live with, but harder to live without. So don't put ice in my whiskey, 'cause you can't water me down. No, don't put ice in my whiskey, 'cause you can't water me down.
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's best.
She's your Sunday morning, and I'm your Friday night. She's your top shelf, treat yourself, and I'm a cold Miller Lite. She's a pretty sundress, I'm an old ripped pair of jeans. She's a shiny new sports car, and I'm a 69 Shelby GT. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world, but I don't wanna be your good time girl. She's a vase of flowers, and I'm a rose tattoo. She's a light shade of yellow, and I'm a darker shade of blue. She's a fairy tale on paper, a sure bet you could never lose. But you ain't fooling me, boy, 'cause when you're holding me, your heart tells the truth. But I don't wanna be your good time girl, arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl, never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not time girl. Arm around my shoulder, shutting down your favorite bar. I don't wanna be your good time girl. Never seen you sober, only see you in the dark. And I'm not asking you to give me the world. No, no, I'll never be your diamonds and pearls. But I don't wanna be your good time girl. No, I don't wanna be your good time girl.
That was the first single I ever heard from that young lady, and here we are on a radio interview tonight. How about that? Taylor Austin Dye, and that is called Good Time Girl. I had a good time talking to that girl. I had a great time, actually, and I hope you had a great time listening to our live radio interview as well. She is fantastic, and we wish her all the success in the world, and that's just our first radio interview. There will be more. She is fantastic. Well, this next artist is fantastic, and oh, by the way, welcome to hour number 2 of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show, KICR Indie Country Radio, live on the air right now. This next artist has a title track to this latest project of his. His album is called The Image of Me. His name is Jonathan Lynn. We'll send it out to Donna, listening to us in our live interactive chat room tonight on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on New Music Monday.
Yes, I know she's the life of the party, and without her, things here would die. Oh, but don't be fooled by her laughter. She has her sad times, she knows how to cry. She drinks and she talks just a little too loud. And with her pride gone, she tags along with any old crowd. Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I've made her the image of me. Yes, I met her in a little country town. She was simple and old-fashioned in some ways, but she loved me till I dragged her down. Then she just gave up and drifted away. She drinks and she talks just a little too loud. And with her pride gone, she tags along with any old crowd. Yes, I know I'm to blame, and I feel so ashamed that I've made her the image of me.
Hey, it's Canadian Country Radio host Shane Christopher Neal. You can visit my website, ShaneChristopherNeal.com. It is time for New Canadian Country. Heidi Hyacinth from Kelowna, British Columbia joins me on the show today. She's got a brand new single out called I Don't Need the Drama. And how many women out there, raise your hand if you've been annoyed with wimpy little boys doing nothing but wasting your time, right? Well, it's a sassy song written by the talented Doug Folkens. And in this short interview, you're going to hear why Heidi decided to cut this track and also why she needed to take some time off. We don't need the drama. You don't need the drama. It's I Don't Need the Drama. Heidi Hyacinth right here. New Canadian Country. So talk to me a little bit about your latest single, I Don't Need the Drama. And I understand you did not write this. This was written by somebody else. So tell me the first time you heard that, what you thought about it.
The first time I heard that, I just loved it. It really caught my attention. It's like I'm just in a stage in my life, I guess, where I'm just over the drama. And then also listening to the song and her describing the guy that's in it as well. Like, I think we've all gone through, well, all ladies out there have gone through one of those guys that are super wimpy and just Debbie Downers. And you just want to get rid of them and go out and have fun with the girls.
And you took some time off, right? When was that? And maybe tell me a little bit why.
I took some time off about 5 years ago, I guess I should say. I just wanted to do like a little bit of soul searching and just take care of my family and stuff like that. And I wanted to rebrand myself, so I found a really good team, and we just went from there.
I like my downtime, my me time, pour a little Chardonnay time. I got my show on, my chill on, feet up on a Tuesday night. But now my phone's lighting up, all because your sky fell down again. Your half-empty glass is killing my buzz. Ain't doing this again. 'Cause I don't need the drama. It's just getting in my way. Every little thing you blow it up. Need to do some growing up. Making something out of nothing ain't for me. 'Cause I don't need the drama. Someone paused in your spot, pissed you off. So what? They messed up your latte. Well, God forbid you had to wait. Big black cloud follows you around. Why's it chasing me right now? Stop bringing all your rain down on my parade. 'Cause I don't need the drama. It's just getting in my way. Every little thing you blow it up. Need to do some growing up. Making something out of nothing ain't for me. 'Cause I don't need the drama. Sometimes you weigh me down, feeling sorry for yourself. I don't need the drama, no. It's just getting in my way. Every little thing you blow it up. Need to do some growing up. Making something out of nothing ain't for me, no. I don't need the drama. It's just getting in my way. Every little thing you blow it up. Need to do some growing up. Making something out of nothing ain't for me. 'Cause I don't need the drama. No, I don't need the drama. No, 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 I don't need the drama.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
Country lives right here. Country is what we do. Today's Country.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
bottle, rewrite the song, and do things all over, girl. I'd right every wrong. Either way you say it, when the pour is so strong, you'd still be right here instead of off we'd be on. Loving you, girls, like a glass half empty. Time sips away fast, like we're running out of whiskey. When you're good and gone, that's when it hits me. Loving you, girls, like a glass half empty. We could get to the bottom, and we had the last shot. I'd keep our tab open, all forgiven and forgot. Till then, I'll be sitting here, waiting on that last call. Fighting for me and you, right down to that last drop. Loving you, girls, like a glass half empty. Time slips away fast, like we're running out of whiskey. When you're good and gone, that's when it hits me. Loving you, girls, like a glass half empty. I remember when our cup was spilling over, more than half full, 100 proof, me and you. And now the truth's in stone cold sober. Well, I'm sitting here drinking alone, 'cause loving you, girls, like a glass half empty. Time sips away fast, like we're running out of whiskey. When you're good and gone, that's when it hits me. Loving you, girls, like loving you, girls, like a glass half empty. Time sips away fast, like we're running out of whiskey. When you're good and gone, that's when it hits me. Loving you, girls, like I said, loving you, girls, like loving you, girls, like a glass half empty.
His name is Chris Clark. That is called Glass Half Empty. My name is Tim Kelly. My playlist is full, and we've got a lot of great stuff going on tonight on New Music Monday, and another great radio interview coming up here shortly. I want to thank my good buddy Shane O'Neill for that great country music segment, Canadian Country, and the short interview he did with Heidi Hyacinth, and She Don't Need the Drama. I've got that song from her. That is a great, great song. Hope you enjoyed that as well. Well, I tell you what, I always enjoy when I get music from this next gentleman. He does great traditional country music, and I have interviewed him probably 5 times on the radio. He is from Waynesville, Ohio, and our good friend Richard Lynch with the Richard Lynch Band. His latest single is called If I Didn't Love You on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Didn't love you, then why were you my everything? I tried to show how much I need you, like a river needs the rain. So if I didn't want you, why would I beg you to stay? Why would I dream about you and build my world around you if I didn't love you? Looks like you need someone to blame as you make your getaway. Your mind's made up, your love has changed, but my love for you still remains. Before you drive off through the night and you move on with your new life, let me ask ask one thing of you, would my heart be broken too if I didn't love you? There's nothing left for me to say. My words don't matter anyway. So as you drive all through the night and you move on with your new life, let me ask one thing of you. My heart be broken too if I didn't love you? Let me ask one thing of you. Would my heart be broken too if I didn't love you?
His name is Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band, and traditional country music is what he does. And check him out in Waynesville, Ohio, if you get a chance. The Keepin' It Country Farm is what he has, and he has a lot of great people come out there and play traditional country music as well. He just so good, and he had Paul Overstreet out there last time I knew, the last big artist, and then I get to researching Paul Overstreet and find out he wrote a bunch of #1 hits for a lot of other people, Randy Travis including, I think 13 songs for him. So good stuff from Richard Lynch from the Richard Lynch Band. Well, we've got Amanda Keels from Canada with us tonight on the radio as well. How are you, my friend?
I'm good, Tim. How are you?
Doing fantastic. Thanks for doing the interview tonight. I sure do appreciate it.
Oh, I appreciate you having me on.
Absolutely. This is going to be a fun one, too, because you got a brand new single that we're going to bust out to the world tonight.
Yes, I'm pretty excited about it. It'll be out on Friday. It is actually a follow-up to a debut single that I had out at the end of January. Mm-hmm. A little bit more on the contemporary side than my first single, but it is. I'm very excited to share it with everyone tonight.
Yeah, and so I just saw that too. Your single "Blame It on the Moonlight" was just released in January. Is that right?
Yes. Yeah. It went right across Canadian country radio and got into the United States in several stations. It was recorded out in Calgary, Alberta. I was teamed up with a multi-talented producer, Johnny Kasparic. He has 2 Grammy nominations, 2 CCMA nominations, Engineer of the Year. I was really fortunate to be able to team up with him. Went into MCC Studios, which is one of the biggest studios for country music in Canada. He brought in some big hitters, some big musicians, Juno and CCMA award winners. Chris Burns from the Roadhammers was playing on it, Joey McIntyre, another Juno award winner, Keith Sloan, and even had a steel player from Branson, Missouri, Bill Hoffman. Yeah. So I was really, he was really happy to play a little steel on it for us. Producer sent it out to him, and he added his addition to it, and it really filled the song. It was wonderful. I was really glad to have him on. And Bill Blaney, Calgary's Bill Blaney, was on it lead guitar. Fantastic guitar player.
Man, that's some good stuff, and thanks for the Branson shout out. And actually, I was looking at your website, getting ready to do the interview tonight, and looking at your bio, and you give us some love on your website, too, for having your video to your song on our TV channel, ICTV, out of Branson, Missouri. So that's cool. I love that. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, I appreciate you playing it. And giving, independent artists a great place to share their music.
Oh, absolutely, man. I tell you what, I told you, we talked about 2 hours ago because you were wanting to make sure time-wise and everything for the interview that we were on, and we are, and we're live on the radio now. But we talked a little bit earlier, and, we really just kind of hit it off in that short time. But, I told you I've been doing this show for 10 years, and that time has flown because there's just so much good music out there. Just like I told you, I didn't realize it had been 2 years ago that I had got the debut single from Taylor Austin, Die. It just doesn't seem like it's been that long ago, but it sure is fun doing this show, and it's the best 3 hours of my week doing a couple of these a week.
Yeah. Oh, I bet. And the different artists and the different styles that country music brings.
Yeah.
Like every artist has a different flavor of types of country music they do.
Well, and I get so much of it, and then I find a lot of it as well. And I told you, I'm looking for something that's fresh and brand new, maybe only out 3 or 4 or 5 days, or maybe I get a song and they say, hey, this isn't released yet. I just want your opinion on it, but hold on to it until this date or that date, and I have to do that as well and make notes so I can't play it before time. But just so much great new music out there. And, there's a lot of talent competition shows here in the United States. America's Got Talent and The Voice and all that's going on right now. But they just touch the surface of what's out there. We really try to showcase as much as we can in 3 hours. But I love talking to the artists as well and getting to know your stories behind these great songs. That's a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely.
So speaking of that, stories behind the songs, you just had the debut single come out January 30th of this year. But tell us your story in country music and why you wanted to do it.
Well, really, like most singer-songwriters, I grew up with country music in the house all through childhood. My mother was a singer-songwriter herself.
Mm-hmm.
She actually traveled with a group called the Traveling Barn Dance. So she was always playing music, always pushing my brothers and I to, express ourselves through our music. And I think that's really where it all started. I'd walk in the house and I'd be hearing George Jones and Charlie Pride and Tammy Wynette. And I've always been a big poem writer, so writing poems has always been quite easy for me. And it was about, 13, 14 when I started, dabbling on the piano a bit, and when the melodies and the poems really started coming together.
Uh-huh.
And as I kind of progressed through, my lyrics got a little bit stronger, and I started branching out, performing piano bars, country bars, and going into singing and songwriting contests. And I happened to go into the Canadian Open Songwriting Contest, and I won it twice. And I thought, well, maybe I got something here. Maybe I have
I think you do.
yeah, that I might want to record up and start sharing. So last year I thought, you know what, let's do this. So that's where I kind of went to one of the best studios I could find, team up with the best players I could find, and yeah, so I've got back in the studio in about a month, and going to do 3 more, which will be released later this year. I've got one coming out on Friday, and then pretty much because I'm a brand new emerging artist on the scene, is just getting myself a little bit known out there. Going out and playing live shows. Which I'm going to be starting to do the beginning of this summer. So it's going to be a very busy year, but that's kind of where it all started. Really, is just like most people in the industry, is when they're very young, country music somehow filtered into their life, and I think it really, really started with my mom.
Well, and you got some super talented country music up there in Canada, and country musicians, and I play a bunch of them. I could name off a big long list. We're huge up there, and I get a lot of country music from Canada and Texas here in the United States, which is a always a blessing because they are super talented as well. But I love the Canadian country music, and you guys got the Canadian Country Music Associations, and they doing awards up there. And I've interviewed a guy by the name of Gord Bamford a couple of times, and I think he's won Canadian Country Music Association awards 26 times, 3-time Male Vocalist of the Year. Just super, super good, and that's just scratching the surface too. There's a bunch of them.
Yeah.
So.
And Gord Bamford, he's a big musician in Canada. He actually uses Johnny Kasparic, the same producer that does my songs.
There you go.
So that's how fortunate I feel. Having such a solid team behind these recordings.
We were just talking about that with the previous interview with Taylor Austin Dye, that everybody knows everybody around this indie country community, and you know her too, so that's awesome.
Yeah. Oh, I've listened to her stuff. She's very talented. Off to really, really good things for her. For
absolutely.
Sure.
Well, you also, I think you said that you hit me up just a little bit before Lauren Tutty got a hold of me, but you're also working with Lauren Tutty from Lauren Tutty Promotions, and so are we. She's one of our radio sponsors, so I want to thank her and give her credit for the interview tonight and setting this up with you, and I appreciate it.
Yeah, she's quite well known across the Canadian music industry. She's had some big talents that she has tracked in the past. I know that she's actually tracked for Tenille Townes before Tenille picked up by a record company. But she is instrumental for having independent artists get their music out there and making sure that it's being heard and getting it into the right places. She's been in the industry a long time, and it's also promoted by RDR Music Group out of Toronto. They work closely together, so they're a pretty solid team.
That's awesome. I was telling you, I've done this long enough to know who you really want to try to work with and some of those that you don't. And she just, as more as we talked and emailed back and forth together, she just seemed like a super good person and knew what she was doing, and somebody you would just want to work with. And I thought, well, I'm going to take her on. She has sent me some real talented artists, including you.
Yeah. Oh, well, thank you for that. Yeah. No, I definitely have enjoyed working with Lauren.
Absolutely. And now, you have been just getting started, so I tell you what, we're going to bust out a couple of brand new songs pretty much for you tonight. So Blame It on the Moonlight is the first one. Tell us about this one.
So this is one that I actually was a very slow, kind of sad song of a woman who has her heart broken, and she's looking for anywhere to lay the blame, and she just can't blame it on the person who actually broke her heart. And when I wrote this song, it started on piano, I went to an acoustic version, I brought it into the studio, and this song just came to life. It started getting a classic country feel in the beginning, and ended up when it gets into the chorus, it's like a toe-tapping, upbeat version of a poor woman with a broken heart. So it really turned out, had a nice little twist to it.
That is awesome. I'm going to play the song now for the folks, and then I want to come back and talk some more with you because you got something in common with my wife that I forgot to tell you about after you mentioned something. So we're going to come back and talk about that. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but we will on the air here in just a little bit. Her name is Amanda Keels. This is called Blame It on the Moonlight on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on new music country.
As hurt as I am, I can't find it in my heart to hate you. No matter what I do, as hard as I try, I can't understand the reasoning behind why you'd ever say goodbye. Not once through dinner last night did I say I felt the same. Now I sit here looking for anywhere to lay the blame. So blame it on the moonlight, blame it on the cat.
live. Even when you said it was over and you were moving on, I wanna say it's all your fault. I guess I'm not that strong. So blame it on the moonlight, blame it on the candlelight, blame it on the weather, whatever will do. Blame it on the restaurant, blame it on the wine and talk, blame it on anything or anyone but you. Blame it on the moonlight, or blame it on the candlelight, or blame it on anything or anyone but you.
That is the debut single for Amanda Keels. It is fantastic. It is called Blame It on the Moonlight, and you just got to hear the story behind how that song came about as well. Young lady didn't want to blame a broken heart on anybody else, so she blamed it on the moonlight. I love that. Now, I was telling you off the air what I was going to talk to you about in this next segment, but my wife also writes poetry. When we were dating about 10 years ago, she would send me all kinds of poems, and she has a stack of poetry that she has written but never put anything to music. And super, super talented in that area, and she's listening to us on the radio right now and in our chat room. So, yeah, that's good stuff, but you take it to the next level and put music to it.
Yeah, and I was, you know what? It's funny because I was saying to you, I bet that your wife has some great songs in those poems.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And you know, while we were talking to Taylor Austin Dye before you tonight, she's coming out with a full-length album, you know, and picking those songs and picking the album title and all of that stuff, man, that's just a complicated process when it gets down to it, isn't it?
Yeah. So, yeah, once you get a good collection of different things you've written, I when I was going in the studio in the coming months, I have quite a few that I've written too, and I kind of had to narrow it down. So, I think I've got it down to the ones that I want to record. But it's true. It's once you get a good collection, it's kind of picking the ones that you think are people are going to enjoy.
Absolutely. So speaking of that, now we've got two songs that we're going to play for you tonight, and I know there's probably more in the works, or you got something else going on right now. And I do this show about twice a month called Triple Play Thursday, where I play 3 songs in a row from every artist on the show. So we would love to have you on that program as well. So all we need is one more great song.
Oh, it'll be coming to you. I appreciate that, Tim.
Absolutely. So, tell me about, now I know you just had a brand new single come out in January, but how long have you been songwriting, would you say?
I'd say putting my lyrics to melodies, I probably started when I was about 14.
Really?
Yeah, it started very early. I promise you that you will probably never hear those songs.
Oh, come on.
When I think back and I even remember some of the first songs I wrote, I thought nobody's going to hear those. They're never coming to the light of day. They get, you know, you kind of progress as you get older.
Yeah. Kind of like my first radio shows 10 years ago. They're gone.
Yeah, it was quite early. So, and I would play my songs, whenever our family, we have a huge family. My mother had like 14 brothers and sisters. So when we had huge family reunions, it was a big sing song. And every once in a while I would pull out one of my originals and I would try it out and see what everybody's reaction was. But then, it was within the last, I'd say 10 years is when I really started doing my originals and started thinking, you know what, I think there's something here. So that's why I'm going to get I'm going to have about 5 or 6 this year, but same thing again. Put an album together, and yeah, hopefully everybody enjoys it.
Hey, that's going to be awesome. Now, you may or may not have been performing in front of folks and doing live shows, or you may just be getting that and getting into that, and maybe wanting to get out and put your original music out there in front of folks. But this question I ask a lot of artists, and I'm going to ask you: if you were to perform live on stage with somebody, who would you either like to open for, or maybe do a duet with? Names that we might know.
Oh, you know what? I get asked this all the time.
Do you?
It is a tough question. I have a lot of favorites, right? People that I listen to right now. I love Miranda Lambert. I love her style. Kelsey Ballerini. There's some really, like, Gord Bamford is one. Like, up here in Canada, Dallas Smith. Love Neil Towns. Love Luke Combs. I think his writing, he's come up with some really nice masterpieces.
Oh, yeah.
So I can name a long list, Tim, but like I said, being a newer artist, just the opportunity to be able to be on stage and to open for some of these names would be quite a thrill.
Yeah, that would be. Yeah. Speaking of Gord Bamford again, I just looked up. I haven't played it in a while. I'm going to play it tonight since we did this interview. But his brand new song's called One Heartbeat from Heaven. And he's been in music for 20 plus years, he said. And this particular song has gotten so much great feedback after all the other stuff that he's done and won awards for and all of that stuff at the Canadian Country Music Association. And that's how it is most of the time for an artist. They work and work and work, and they call them an overnight success, but it's not. Nashville is at least a 10-year town, and people are working hard on their music. And I'm trying to get another call in, so I'll talk to my daughter later. But anyway, It has taken him 20 years to get a song out there that has just blown it up here lately, he said, on social media, more than anything he's ever done. And so, it can happen that fast. It's not fast, but it can happen just like that.
Yeah, and it's funny that it's sometimes you think that there's one that is really going to get the most attention, and then you'll put out another one and another one, and all of a sudden, all it takes is that one that everybody relates to or everybody finds appealing, and boom, right?
Yep.
So I completely agree with you. It's random. It's not always the first. Sometimes it's the 10th one that you put out.
And then once that artist gets that, that it factor, and that's what it takes to make it in this business. So let's use an example of George Strait. Once you get to that point, everything he did for a long, long time went to number one, and he ends up with 60. Yeah. I mean, I don't know that that'll ever be repeated in music in general, let alone country music, but just one great song after the other. Well, you got two great songs tonight that we're playing, so I feel that about you, that you're on your way to more greatness, and we look forward to hearing more from you.
Thank you, Tim. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. I got you a big head now, didn't I? If you're wearing headphones like me, they're not going to fit. But I tell you what, I'm not kidding. You are fantastic. And, I'm always impressed when somebody sends me this kind of music, and Lauren Tuddy sure does. She works with some great people, and I look forward for more from not only from her, but from you as well. So keep sending the good stuff.
I will. I'll definitely be sending you. Thanks, Tim.
Sounds good. Now, I want to ask you one more thing. If folks want to get a hold of you, where can they find you on social media?
Well, my website, amandakeels.com, my Facebook, Amanda Keels Music, and even on Instagram, Amanda_Keels.
Okay, and it's Keeles, right?
That's it.
All right, sounds good. Well, I'll tell you what, we sure look forward to hearing your next project, and I'll definitely be playing it, and I want to get you on Triple Play Thursday, and so keep doing your thing, and it's been great talking to you tonight.
Great. Thanks so much, Tim. I appreciate you having me.
Absolutely. Now, I want to talk right before we let you go about one more thing, and that's your latest single. So tell us the story behind this one. It's called My Heart Feels the Same.
Yeah, so this one is about a husband and wife who can't seem to find common ground and just are not communicating. And he's trying to express how he's feeling, and he's frustrated, and then she tries to explain how she's feeling. And really, at the end of it, they're feeling the same way, but they're not seeing each other's point of view.
Uh-huh.
So, and honestly, when I wrote this, I thought this is probably the cause of most relationship breakdowns. Really, is communication.
Yeah.
So it kind of evolved around that. It really came from a story of a couple I knew, to be honest. And when I thought of their story, the words just kind of flowed, and this is what came out of it.
Man, that is awesome. You know, I was telling you, me and my wife have been together for 10 years. And she's listening to the show tonight. And I'm going to say this again. What we do to stay together and stay happy is we always say, don't take each other for granted and don't sweat the small stuff. Because it's those everyday little things that people let get to them, I feel, that, breaks people apart eventually. It becomes a big thing if you let the little things get in the way.
Yeah, that's good. Good advice.
So,
good advice.
Yeah.
Some of the best country songs come out of breakups.
Yes, they do. Yeah, and and these young artists like Taylor Austin Dye and even younger. She says I'm young, but I've been doing this too since I was 5 years old. So she's got about 15, 20 years in of doing it.
Yeah.
But it's neat how the young ones like her and even younger write about these relationships because they're living it right now. They're trying to find that girlfriend or that perfect mate and this and that. So it's putting your heart out there and putting your stories into music, which the whole world can hear through this format of internet radio and beyond.
Yep.
So it's a really neat thing, and we're sure glad we met you and had a great time tonight. And I want you to come back sometime, will you?
I absolutely will.
All right.
Save
my phone number. Put me on speed dial when you come out with a new single, and we will definitely be talking about it. All right.
Fantastic. Thanks so much.
My Heart Feels the Same. Her name is Amanda Keels on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
I got a problem with my life, he said softly to his wife. I just can't get it right. Every time I try to explain, it always comes out the same, and I mess up again. How I wish he could be a different man. And then I gently took his hand. Problem with my heart, she said right from the start, I feel it breaking apart. And I've been wishing on a star that's just a little bit too far from the point that we are. How I wish I could change this woman, save your soul and my heart become one again. I understand, 'cause I feel the same way too. I don't
Another hour of the best in new country starts now on Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
Them boys keep calling from the honky-tonkin'. They all got money on the Cowboys game. It's a hell of a party. They're getting rowdy. Buckets of long necks and raisin cane. Yeah, that's my kind of good time too. But I kinda like loving on you. Baby, hold on tight. We're gonna rock and roll all night. All the things in this world I could do, girl, I kinda like loving on you. The way you're looking, giving me them kisses, burning hotter than 90 proof. Well, I've been known to get high, but nothing near like the kind like loving on you. Baby, hold on tight. We're gonna rock and roll all night. All the things in this world I could do, girl, I kinda like loving on you. Yes, I do. Just might set something on fire tonight. All the things in this world I could do, girl, I kinda like loving on you. Baby, to tell you the truth, I love loving on you.
That's how you kick off the top of the hour right there, ladies and gentlemen. Aaron Copeland is his name. That is called Lovin' On You, and I'm loving that song, and so are they in the live chat room tonight. We are glad you're enjoying the music, and I'm loving some Amanda Keels as well. What a great radio interview with her. Two talented ladies on the radio tonight, live with yours truly and the rest of the world, Taylor Austin Dye and Amanda Keels. Go check them out at TaylorAustinDyeMusic.com, real simple, or TaylorAustinDye.com actually, and AmandaKeels.com. They make it easy for you on the websites as well. Well, welcome to hour number 3 of Today's Country with yours truly, Tim Kelly, hosting the show. This next gentleman has a brand new song out, brand new video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, Indie Country TV. He is from Adair, Oklahoma. His name is Cody Hibbard. This is called Looking Back Now on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
Looking back now, I'd have done things different. A lot of coulda, woulda, shoulda dones, but I didn't. Now I'm standing alone in the kitchen, just wishing I'd have took the time to listen some more. Held her hand and held every door. Ended every night and started every morning with some kisses. But you can't go back on a yesterday. Now I'm right in the middle of too little too late. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back now, it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's digging up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. She ain't looking back now. left her no choice. She needed a man, but I was just a boy. And now it's just me, in the memory of her leaving me. Just looking back, now I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back, now it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's digging up goodbye gravel on her way out of town, and she ain't looking back now. Looking back now, I'm the reason that the fire burned out. If anybody let anybody down, it was me. And now I see why she walked down. Looking back, now it's coming in clear and loud through the silence of this empty house. I bet she's kicking up goodbye gravel on her way out of town. Bet she's got that car pointed west with a hammer rolling down. And she ain't looking back now. She ain't looking back now.
Great country tunes on the radio.
Get it? Today's country.
I love absolutely every single song they play.
This station is dangerously good.
This is Today's Country.
I like the music. I like the DJs.
There's even more to like.
I like everything about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
More of today's new country now.
I love the music.
You're listening to KICR Indie Country Radio, syndicated worldwide, playing new country's best.
Now this is my kind of country. New country. New country. New country.
Dressing up his blue jeans and a pearl snap, and shirts are taking off their ball cap. Drink beer instead of champagne. Free time, me
name is Jenna Paulette. She is from the great state of Texas, and she is great. That is called Slow Draws. Don't you love that one down south? Absolutely. They talk like that. Taylor Austin Dye talks like that from Kentucky. I love her accent as well. This next artist is Glenn Shelton. The song is called I'm All In. If you love the best in new country music on this radio station, I'm all in for that as well. Today's Country with Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best.
I'm out of gas and I'm out of cash and my credit card was declined. Been walking for the last 3 miles and I'm almost out of my mind. No self-service, about the worst day until I walked in. And even if you have to pretend that you want to be my friend, I'm all in. I'm into what you're wearing, I'm into your perfume. I'd like to sit at your table if you could make a little more room. Pardon me for staring, but girl, I caught your grin. And even if you have to pretend that you want to be my friend, I'm all in. I was out of luck with my old truck, no, I'm asking you on a date. I was going fishing down by the river, but baby, I'm out of bait. I lost my girl, lost my world, but with you I might just win. And even if you have to pretend that you want to be my friend, I'm all in. I'm into what you're wearing, I'm into your perfume. If you'd like to climb up in my truck, I could make a little more room. Pardon me for staring, but girl, I caught your grin. And even if you have to pretend that you want to be my friend, I'm all in. Thanks for the bait and gas, I hope this'll last. But the fish ain't biting, so let's jump on in. Some Earl, I love playing them old tunes. Pardon me for staring, but girl, I caught your grin. And even if you have to pretend that you wanna be my friend, I'm all in. Yeah, pardon me for staring, but girl, I caught your grin. And even if you have to pretend that you wanna be my friend, I'm all in. I'm all in, baby.
Hey everybody, this is Roger Adams. You're listening to Today's Best Country with your host and my good friend, Tim Kelly, on KICR Indie Country Radio.
He's never late. When I say 7, he's pulling up at 6:58. No matter how much he's got on his plate, he always asks about my day. He don't like to fight, but if something's wrong, he'll damn sure make it right. Even if it keeps him up all night, 'cause he loves me like he
Her name is Morgan Johnston. That is called Like It's His Job. And yes, that is a beautiful song. Some of the comments I'm getting in the live chat room tonight love that song. And that's why we call it New Country's Best, ladies and gentlemen. Well, speaking of New Country's Best, this next gentleman sure makes it. Great traditional country music artist and my good buddy, Mr. Roger Adams. Perhaps you heard him in that promo I just played. We got to actually meet him last Saturday night at the Nashville Roadhouse Live show at the Branson Star Theater, right behind the Olive Garden on the 76th Strip. We had dinner there. We love that. And when you're at Olive Garden, you're like family, just like this radio station as well. And we got to see Roger Adams perform live. He told a story about this song. He lost his father 22 years ago and his mother 6 months ago. And he wrote this song about their situation. It is called Old and Gray. We actually love this song performed live, but you're going to get to hear it live right now on KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's Best on New Music Monday.
When I was just a younger man, my daddy told me, son, sit down in that chair right there and you listen till I'm done. Well, I know there's years between us, and I may be old and gray, but you listen close to what I had to say. There's things that'll happen in your life that you won't understand. Jobs and bills, life and death, just do the best you can. And one day you'll find a woman, and she'll be right by your side. And just hold her close and love her every night. So you take care of the woman who takes care of her man. Make her a wife, build a life, yeah, do the best you can. And if something comes between you, well, don't look the other way. Just hold her close and try to make her stay. Till you're old and gray. The day I met your mama over 50 years ago, she took my heart and told me that she'd never let it go. So I made that girl a promise back in her younger days, and she makes me proud each and every day. So you take care of the woman who takes care of her man. Make her a wife, build a life, yeah, do the best you can. And if something comes between you, well, don't look the other way. Just hold her close and try to make her stay. Till you're old and gray. Well, don't think that things are easy. Well, there's work along the way. Just hold her close and tell her that you love her every day. So you take care of the woman who takes care of her man. Make her a wife, build a life, yeah, do the best you can. And if something comes between you, well, don't look the other way. Just hold her close and try to make her stay. Till you're old and gray. Old and gray. Old and gray.
New country sounds like this.
Hey moon, I'm giving it all that I got. Hey moon, I'm down to my last shot.
And this.
Felt like living and I felt like dying. Oh, come on back to me.
And this.
Hey, pretty boy, you were pretty sure it was gonna work out for you.
You're listening to the best in new country music on KICR Indie Country Radio.
It was just 3 days. It was only a weekend. It was a staircase, snow piled up, skating off the deep end. It was a dance in a dive bar that came without a warning. It was a bus ride back, feather in my hat, coffee in the morning. Yeah. You took the 70 back to the city. I had a plane to catch. We lit a fire, it's still burning. Yeah, let's follow it back. Meet me in Colorado. Yeah, there's something about that place. Spin out like a Silverado, around that town till the whole world fades away. Kiss me on the same sidewalk where I swore time stopped, where the street lights burn like a burned out star. Wherever you are, yeah. Meet me in Colorado. Whoa. I'll save you a spot at the tabletop where we shared stories, took too many shots. We got so lost in the moment. Yeah, I wasn't joking. If life ever gets too hard, meet me in Colorado. Yeah, there's something about that place. Spin out like a Silverado, around that town till the whole world fades away. Kiss me on that same sidewalk where I swore time stopped, where the street lights burn like a burned out star. Wherever you are, yeah. Meet me in Colorado. Oh. Meet me in Colorado. You took the 70 back to the city. I had a plane to catch. We lit a fire, it's still burning. Yeah, let's follow it back. Meet me in Colorado. Yeah, there's something about that place. Spin out like a Silverado, around that town till the whole world fades away. Kiss me on that same sidewalk where I swore time stopped, where the street lights burn like a burned out star. Wherever you are, yeah. Meet me in Colorado. Oh. Meet me in Colorado.
I am loving the vibe of that song. Her name is Claire Wright, W-R-I-G-H-T, and that is a great tune called Colorado. Makes you want to go there, doesn't it? Well, speaking of Wright, how about two Wrights? This next artist is Cruz Wright, and keep in mind, ladies and gentlemen, when I push play on this song, he is 15 years young. This is called Phone in Heaven from Cruz Wright on KICR Indie Country Radio's New Music Monday.
Well, good morning, Jesus. Yes, it's me again. But I didn't call this time to get forgiveness for my sins. I called to talk to Mama, and I know she's there with you. If there's a phone in heaven, then Jesus put me through. And give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. all those things I should have told her while I still had a chance. But one day, Lord, you took her with no warning in advance. And I'm begging now, please give me one last opportunity. If there's a phone in heaven, let my mama talk to me and give me one more chance to tell her that I love her. Oh, let me hear her sweet voice one more time, for I want her to know how much I'm thinking of her. If there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line. Yes, if there's a phone in heaven, put my mama on the line.
In a world, there was one man, Tim Kelly, and there was only one radio station, Indie Country Radio.
My wagon is a 69 Chevelle, 360 horses that pull like hell, slapping the reins or shifting gears, dust flying while I roll out of here. Ooh, like a gypsy. I'm a jaded product of heartbreak. I burn rubber after every mistake. Use the wind to blow it all away. I pick a new town out of a hat. Promise myself I'll never look back. Bury my heart in the clothes I pack. Like a gypsy. Gypsy. The only treasure I carry with me is a hollowed out piece of wood with brand new strings. Show after show, the toll is my soul, singing for the crowd till my blood runs cold. Like a gypsy. I'm a jaded product of heartbreak. I burn rubber after every mistake. Use the wind to blow it all away.
Hannah Wright. I'll tell you what, you leave the studio, you take 3 rights, and you end up right back here at KICR Indie Country Radio. Hannah Wright, that is called Like a Gypsy. You can check out the video to it on our TV channel, ICTV, Indie Country TV, powered by Stream. Well, we talked about this next gentleman, Canadian country music artist, in our live radio interview tonight with Amanda Keels. He is a 26-time Canadian Country Music Association award winner, including 3-time Male Vocalist of the Year, and his latest song is making waves in country music. He is our good friend Gord Bamford, and it is called One Heartbeat from Heaven on KICR Indie Country Radio, New Music Monday.
I wonder if you hear what I'm saying. I wonder if you recognize it's me. My heart believes there's parts that haven't faded, that somewhere in there's a you used to be. It hurts like hell to lose you slow, but I keep holding on to hope. 'Cause we're all just one heartbeat from heaven, but I pray you're many from your last, and I'm clinging to the memories you don't have. You can't see the tears that I keep hiding. If I said I wasn't broken, I'd be lying, watching you go. Now I know there's worse things than dying. I remember when you told me where you're going, so why am I afraid to say goodbye? Your faith was strong enough to keep me growing when my world was just too dark to see the light. You had enough to get me through. Now it's my turn to carry you, 'cause we're all just one heartbeat from heaven, but I pray you're many from your last, and I'm clinging to the memories you don't have. You can't see the tears that I keep hiding. If I said I wasn't broken, I'd be lying, watching you go. Now I know there's worse things than dying, like living knowing that your angel soul is halfway home, like holding hands and telling you it's okay to let go. You'll get your wings and soon you'll be out flying. If I said I wasn't broken, I'd be lying, watching you go. Now I know there's worse things than dying. There's worse things than dying.
Nobody knows new country like we know new country. Indie Country Radio, new country's best.
I was slow dancing with a green-eyed devil. He whispered, girl, you're something special. Had a wicked shine, I should have seen right through. Walked the line till he took a swerve with his crooked smile and his pretty words. Left me alone with nothing but the ugly truth. He bruised me bad, yeah, cut me deep. I fell too fast from that
single from my good friend Miss Sydney Hanson. It is called For Better, and she just keeps getting better and better and better. I'll tell you what, I've played her since she got started with her brand new debut single, and we are loving the music. And we set up another great radio interview. It will be our third. You can check that out at the bottom of the homepage of our website at KICR.IndieCountryRadio.com. I will also be interviewing this next gentleman. His name is Jake Schumacher. This is called Superman in Me on Today's Country from KICR Indie Country Radio. New Country's best on New Music Monday.
I don't need a cape to fly like a plane. I just need to find my Lois Lane so she can bring the magic out of me. We're all looking for some wind in our sail. Behind every man there's a Vicky Vale, and I'm looking for the girl to set my powers free. So I can leap buildings, I can move mountains. Oh world, just you wait and see. I'm just looking for the right girl to find the Superman. Too many nights can wear on a man like kryptonite, and I reckon that's why God made Eve. Even though that didn't end well, Adam must have thought he could have beat hell, and I wish I could find a girl that makes me believe that I can leap buildings and I can move mountains. Oh world, just you wait and see. I'm just looking for the right girl to find the Superman. Looking for the right girl to find the Superman. So I can leap buildings and I can move mountains. Oh world, just you wait and see. I'm just looking for the right girl to find the Superman. The Superman in me. The Superman in me.
Hey y'all, it's May Estes, and you're listening to Tim Kelly on KICR Indie Country Radio.
She looks good, I mean real good. She got that thing about her, she got that glow around her. It's been folded, but every time I hold it, I just can't believe you can fit in that much. Pretty in a 3x3. She's in that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink. Everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. There's a corner ripped off, her Her name's in a heart at the bottom, and there's a tear stain down the middle, where I've cried a little over that red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me standing there, bare feet on a salty shore. Her eyes shine through the faded ink, everything about it's bittersweet. Yes, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She ain't in this house, this room, or this town. She ain't in this bed I'm laying in right now. Now she's in a red dress, white ribbon in her hair, smiling at me standing there, cutting me right straight to the core. Her eyes shine through the faded ink, everything about it's bittersweet, because she might be in this Polaroid, she ain't in the picture anymore. Yeah, she might be in this Polaroid, but she ain't in the picture anymore. She looks good, I mean real good.
That is music done right on a Monday night. His name is Randall King, and that is one of his latest singles. It is called In the Picture. Well, this next artist got talked about tonight in our radio interview with Taylor Austin Dye, and she knows Taylor Austin Dye as well. And they were just hanging out the other day. How cool is that? And working on some stuff that she couldn't talk about, but we'll find out about all that later on. Right now, May Estes is getting ready to hit the radio right now with Your Hands on Today's Country from KICR, Indie Country Radio, New Country's best on a New Music Monday.
I've seen your hands grease stained, turn a wrench, swing a hammer, take apart a V8, put it back together and never miss a move. They just know what to do. And I've seen your hands 10 and 2, headed east on 40, hometown in the rear view. You left for me, letting go of everything so I could chase a dream. Steady and true and strong, and right where I belong. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hand's always holding mine. I felt your hands in the dark, light me up all over, running through my hair and pulling me closer like nobody else. You know me better than I know myself. You pick me up when I can't stand, like my mama prayed for, kind of man. Holding a beer on a Friday night, holding a match when I need a light, holding the door and my old guitar, there on my knee in a crowd in a dive bar, holding a ring in my heart for the rest of my life, wearing that band. I hope your hand's always holding mine. When
every day. Damn, no pump taking half my pay. Last time I went to the grocery store, bought beans and rice, couldn't afford no more. After Uncle Sam gets his cut, gotta run 2 weeks on 19 bucks. What about the poor boys hanging on to guns and Jesus, working hard in the country that just don't seem to need us? What about the mortgage and feeding our families? What about the good jobs they keep sending overseas? We ain't got a voice, ain't got a choice. All we get is hot air and noise. What about the poor boys out here in the country where it's real? Does anyone give a damn how we feel? Man, if you can't tell me what's going on, I'll be the first to cast that stone. Energy credits won't fill my tank. Going green won't pay the bank. What about the poor boys hanging on to guns and Jesus, working hard in a country that just don't seem to need us? What about the mortgage and feeding our families? What about the good jobs they keep sending overseas? We ain't got a voice, ain't got a choice. Our way of life is gonna be destroyed. What about the poor country that just don't seem to need us? What about the mortgage and feeding our families? What about the good jobs they keep sending overseas? We ain't got a voice, ain't got a choice. Our way of life is gonna be destroyed. What about the poor boys? Don't seem to need us. What about the poor boys? What about our families? What about the good jobs? What about our factories? Said, what about the poor boys? Hey, what about us now?
That's how you end the show on a New Music Monday. His name is David Wills. That is my anthem song. I've been saying that for a little bit since I got that song. It is called Poor Boys. And I'll tell you what, with the price of gas, I brought my cot tonight to sleep in the studio after the show's over tonight. That's where we're at, ladies and gentlemen, in this economy. I'll tell you what. Love the song, though. And he wrote Wild Horses for Garth Brooks on his No Fences album back in the 90s. Great singer, great songwriter, Mr. David Wills. Go check him out at David Wills Music. Well, I want to thank my special guest tonight, Taylor Austin Dye, Amanda Keels, for joining me on the program. Two talented young ladies at TaylorAustinDye.com and AmandaKeels.com are their websites. Tell them Tim Kelly sent you, and you'll just push play on any of their stuff, and you'll know why we call it New Country's Best around here. Let's do it again next Monday night, shall we? On a New Music Monday, Today's Country with Tim Kelly is produced by Tim Kelly Productions. Join us over there on Facebook if you dare, and we'll like you right back. Until next time, I will see you on the radio. Bye-bye, everybody.
I can put you in a cornfield in downtown Manhattan. Close your eyes and reel that old zip code. I can put you on a riverbank while you're fighting traffic. I'm a song, I'll see you on the radio. Turn me on and turn it up. I can make you smile, make you cry, turn back the pages of your life. Turn me on. I'll see you on the radio. I can take you back to high school, gym